We go. I think we're live. Going through YouTube is still a bit foreign to me. Sent Brother Donnie the invite link, so he will hopefully pop up here in a minute, and we will be able to chit chat with y'all. Anyway, welcome one and all. Hopefully, I got everything. Yeah, I see a thumbs up. So, hopefully, I got all the settings right so everybody can see it. But got to. I tell you what, I'm going to angle this down a bit. So I'm not trying to hold things way up in the air while I'm trying to grind over my head or something. But we got the old flour mill. Has been used. Still looks clean. But if you look up really close, you can see a little bit of trichromes up there on the mill wheel. Today, we're going to be grinding up a little bit of Jurassic Kush to enjoy with y'all. And let me know if sound or anything. It's good. Ooh, I'll keep them all in check. Yeah, having it tilted down makes it hard to read. Come to find out. Oh, hello, giant nug. Whoa. I guess that was a conglomeration of smaller nugs. I was like, oh, had a nice big cola in there, I thought. I don't need all that. Just need a nice simple grind for daytime. Cheers, Crispy. Good to see you again, brother. But yeah, we got the Jurassic Kush. Do not know the growers on that one. It was not on the label, but 25.1% test as far as THC component. But yeah, just gonna grind this up real quick, and then I'll show you the binger for today, and we'll do a bong rip or two. But like I said on the first live, hopefully everybody had a great week. We are doing our best to enjoy the last of it. How long you home for, Papa? If I'd have known you was gonna be back home, I'd send another package out. But I got to get it out. I got to get it out soon anyway. Um, I would tell you what's going to be in there for Mama, but I want it to be a surprise for everybody. So I know a couple of y'all dropped what strain you're on today in the other live, but what strain you working on? Papa Pish. Very rough, very long week. Oh, you drive back Tuesday. God damn, man. That's a rough one. But like I said, that's why they pay you the big bucks, I guess. Yeah, I fucking hate driving. I would be miserable in your shoes, Papa. But you're not me. As long as you're happy and they're taking good care of you, and it sounds like they do. Uh, keep on keeping on. Make that Skrilla while you can. Hell yeah, bring it on. Add it. Moan up, brother Donnie. There it goes. I'm like, come on, YouTube.
What up?
Yeah. What's shaking, brother Don?
Chilling, man, chilling.
How's life in Omaha this morning?
It's good, man. Just chilling out with y'all till I go have
Sweet.
some food with the family, you know.
Now, how many siblings you got? I know Ernie, but you, what
There's
else you got?
oh, 7 of us.
Holy crap. The big old family get
Yup,
together every Sunday then. That's nice.
yup. Yeah, it's all. We've been doing it every Sunday since I was like born.
That's the way to do it, man. Once you make a tradition, do your best to keep it.
You know, buddy.
What you puffing on today? You got another one of them giant ass fancy blunts?
Nah, I'll just be hitting the chillum today. I got some local stuff as usual. Don't know what it is, but uh, it's super fucking dry, so it doesn't really roll well.
Oh, yeah, I get every now and then I get the occasional strain that's a little over cured, turns into dust when you grind it. I
Yup,
usually
that's
after
okay.
the first grind I'll take a Boveda pack and throw in the bag or the jar with that stuff and kind of let it get some of its life back usually. But Boveda packs and a couple weeks in a jar with it usually cure that problem. Not all the time, but sometimes, most of the time. Oh, yeah. So if you find something that works really well for you, you can't go back and say, I want that again. Or are you close enough to the growers that you can say, hey, whatever that one that gassy one, that skunky one, that whatever, you think you could keep on growing that for a while? Are you got that kind of relationship?
Sorry, my shit was like glitching out here, so you're. I don't know if it was me or you. I think it's my phone, probably.
Oh, it might be mine. I got the earbuds in. When I'm hanging with you, I got to be able to hear you, so I can't use the lab mic. Uh,
Yeah, for sure.
which I remember just before I turned the camera on today. I was like, oh, I got to swap out my audio. Grabbed the wrong one, but oh man,
Right.
love this rolling tray too.
Do it. Come on.
Got that Stone Monkey. Hey, Papa
Stone.
recognize it. Got the Stone Monkey Theory rolling tray. He's holding a mushroom and staring into it. And it's got like
It's very tricky.
astronauts and yeah, it is. And then it's got this magnetic lid that's the same thing, only it's holographic. So
Ooh.
yeah, you can cover up your stash, slide it under the couch or whatever, and it helps keep the humidity and everything. I love this tray, man. Sent one to Papa, sent one to Stevie.
Oh shit.
So, but yeah, it's a baller tray. I love that thing, man.
Yeah, that's cool.
Shout out to Terrence McKenna. Yeah, get on the
I'm gonna
porch
pull the check.
to.
Ryan, I was gonna
You got to
message you
go out to the
back
porch. Right
while.
on. Say what, Donnie?
Oh, I was gonna message Ryan back on Insta while I was like, I can't do two things.
You mean your phone's not letting you, or like you're just
No,
one of those people like me who's
I can do.
physically incapable of doing two things at once? What? This morning we are still a Swiss perk. I don't think y'all have seen this
That.
one, but smaller Swiss perk. This one's 14 millimeter with recycling ash catcher. It's a knockoff. No, this one is the real Mav glass. My bigger one has a knockoff Mav glass ash catcher. But it's my favorite of all pieces. This is 100% the one I reach for when I go for
Oh,
a water piece. This is the one that's always first place on the floor. It's kind of like the shaman in my knife collection. It's the one I always want to grab first. It's not always necessarily the right tool for the job, though.
sure.
So shaman
Dude, I'll
for
try to get a
us,
picture. My homie's got a handmade Swiss perk. It's fucking sweet.
right on, man. Yeah. Uh,
Get a picture of it.
I I didn't really understand it when I first saw them. I'm like, because it had the big uh, Swiss disc, what they call. This is an inline Swiss. The original Swiss perk was a big disc that had holes poked through it, so you'd see the smoke come up through this disc and do its thing. Um, I really didn't get those, and when they went inline with it, I was like, oh, let me give that a try, and I fell in love with it, and I've been a Swiss fan ever since. Oh, I forgot to bring in my toker poker. My
Uh,
favorite, most useful pieces of gear. Tamp down a fresh bowl with something other than my finger, because this fucking Jurassic Kush is sticky. But I got no tamper. Oh yeah, I do. Shut the fuck up. You got an actual pipe tamper in here, man. Dummy.
anytime I build up, I'll fucking scrape it out and then just make Ernie smoke that as a bowl, and he gets like. I'm like,
Oh man.
yeah, or if Ernie, because he be getting fucking lit.
How's Ern doing?
Oh, he's swell.
Still camped out for this morning? Getting his beauty sleep before the family gathering?
Yup, that's how Ernie rolls.
Much love to Ernie, man. Ernie, cool dude too. If y'all ever get a chance to go to Blade to meet brother Don, chances are you'll get to meet his brother too. And brother Ernie is really cool as well. So good time hanging out with y'all. There we
What
go.
up, Mimo?
Finally, Brian, Mimo. Good morning, El Cap. What is going on? If I missed anybody, apologize. I think I got everybody so far. Stop rocking. Got my eye on a new arm. Uh, I found yesterday on the Zon that isn't one of these bendy things. It's actual arm that you can move around and do stuff with. So we won't be doing this shit, but have to save up a little
Gotcha.
bit for that one. And it's not a
All
$15-$20
right.
piece of equipment. It's just a dawn. Top of the
Like
morning, folks.
that.
Here's to you. Man, there is nothing like the taste of really good cannabis, properly cured, ground well, packed into a clean piece of glass. Nothing. Man.
I would tend to agree with you on that. Next to maple syrup.
Maple syrup cured bacon. Fight me.
Oh, good. Right.
Right on, Sister Dawn. Cheers. Hopefully, hopefully everybody got you got a cup and a bowl. We got a cup and a bowl. Everybody happy? Still running on the cup from the first live because I had about a third of it left, which is not common.
Yeah, I ran
Tree
it.
blood rule.
Yep, mine.
Mm. Okay, put my tamper back.
Blood. The blood tree.
Tree blood. Yeah, I love me some maple syrup. All the sweet things. I got a bad sweet tooth.
Dude, me too. I could live on it.
It's like I up until about a month ago, I would take a gummy or two every night, a 20 milligram gummy. You okay?
Damn. Always.
Got it. Got to love that hard when it hits you every now and then, man. Kicks things into a new gear.
You ain't joking. You ain't walking. What up, Zero Bites?
What's up, Zero? Huge maple in your driveway leaks maple water all over your vehicles. Oh, that's not a good one.
No, that's a, hmm.
Northern Lights by Skunk. I'm not a huge fan of Northern Lights personally. It's okay, but anything with skunk in it, I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, doing Jurassic Kush here. Let me look up since I have a computer and a phone. Start playing a strain
Tap them being
game.
suck them dry.
Jurassic Kush. Not Jurassic Perk.
Be shady. Cheers, bro. Cheers there, Holmes.
Shady. What's up, brother?
Oh, we said hello.
Okay, Jurassic Kush is from Stankosaurus and Platinum Kush mints. Terp profile they claim is cushy, Kimmy, gas, strong Stankosaurus profile. I've never had Stankosaurus, so I don't know what that means. Flower time 56 to 63 days. Damn it. I don't see it on Leafly though to give me a
Dang, Brian, sorry.
good description what other people expect of the effects. Stranglements. Whoop whoop. My son has a dumb effing name and he's a horrible driver. Back at you, Shady. Good to see you, brother. Hey, Bobo. Glad you could make it, man. You grabbing an edible or anything down there, brother Bobo? You may not be able to because of work. I say I don't know how your place of employment views even legal cannabis use. So, but much love to you, brother. Glad you can make it.
Yeah, Bobo. What the hell was that?
You gonna be able to make Spirit of the Blade next week, Bobo? Start a game of Magic, as in Magic the Gathering.
Take
Throw some red black beat down on them fools, man. Ah, get them. That's what I kind of figured, Bobo. After I asked,
layups.
I thought about who you worked for and the amount of time you spend driving and stuff, and I kind of figured it might be that way. Reach back this way. That, by the way, is an architectural desk lamp, not a. I don't have a toy crane or something hanging out back there. Dude, if you ever uh, see a strain called GMO or garlic cookies, either one, they're the same strain, just two different names. Even better is one called ZMO that is GMO and I think Skittles, because they got sued by naming their strain Skittles, so they had to change it to Z's on both ends. Yeah, that's why the Skittles strain kind of went away and it got replaced with Skittles. Been working Saturday overtimes to try and inventory to where it should be, so I'll not be going to Spirit. Oh, sorry to hear that, brother. I was looking forward to seeing you again. My toy crane would be fun. Learn to pack your own bowl with it. uh, have to work on the silicone bowls. That way you don't just smash them. Black garlic? Haven't had that one. Garlic cane? Haven't had that one either. Garlic canis? Caninus? Caninus is what they have. I'd stick my nose in it. The garlic, at least for me, on the strains that I've found that had garlic in them, the garlic feature isn't like overwhelming garlic. It wasn't like they stuck a head of garlic in with their strain while they were curing it. It just it's back there. It's to get some of the names they come up with. They're pulling out the weirdest little notes back there that make it different from something. So that's all it was for me. Was I was like, okay, I can kind of smell like a chive or something like that back, really faint, but it's like strawberry cough. If you've ever had that strain, uh, doesn't it tastes like normal weed when you smoke it, but when you uh, take too much and it has a tendency to make you cough anyway, even without taking an oversized hit. When you cough, it has the slightest berry flavor to the cough, but not on the intake for some reason. There's a lot of weird shit out there. You have an ounce of cherry pie. Oh, cherry pie, one of my favorites. It
Yeah.
doesn't have much of a buzz for me, but as far as flavor goes, the terp profile on cherry pie is awesome. It's a great daytime for me. Um, Even though supposed to be an indica dominant hybrid, the cherry pie is absolutely one of my favorite flavors overall.
The way to do it,
Go to
BNA.
you, buddy.
Buddy's garage.
See what he's got. Yeah, mason jar of diamonds last time I was there. Yeah, I mean you collect them. You may as well collect them. They're gonna be falling off of stuff. So if you moving stuff around and catch them on your screens while you're harvesting and all of that, yeah, absolutely. Trimming. Cherry pie 27%. See, cherry pie never hit me that hard. 27% is my sweet spot. Like 25 to 27%, that's where I like. There's plenty of strains around here that are over 30%, but you almost always sacrifice terps for THC. So cherry pie at 27%. Sign me up. Diamonds are a critter's best friend. Was that a bag of diamonds you held up, Donnie?
No, I was just saying that's my weed always comes in a baggie.
Yep. Mine doesn't anymore. Mine comes in yeah,
When
blackout baggies now. The size
our
depending on
stores,
how many grams.
I'll buy some shit from the store, but our stores are still pretty weak right now.
They are. Hopefully it gets better. It depends on the licensing game that they play at the
Yeah.
state. Hey, Derbs, what's up, brother? Good morning.
Put in for fucking medical here, so we'll see if it happens. If that goes through, then the shops will definitely pop up, and start being nicer and shit.
Um, Yeah, the wreck here was what I think really turned it loose. I can't. I think Michigan was medical before they went rec. Um, but uh, once rec went and the licensing for that, apparently, at least in the beginning, was uh, comparatively inexpensive and easy to get. Apparently, that's changed, of course. Um, they've tightened things down, and apparently, you have to show a bunch of assets, like 1.5 in assets, have like a strong, fully fleshed business plan to show people, which I don't understand. I mean, uh, a grower production uh, setup is gonna rise or fall based on the quality of their product. So if somebody wants to pay you a bunch of money for a license and not have their shit together and goes under in a year, that doesn't hurt
Well,
anybody but themselves. So I'm all for turn it back into the Wild West and let everybody do it. You know, let
fuck
the
yeah,
uh, let the state collect some bucks and it's of course taxed at 16% here. So as a veteran, I
yeah,
tend to get either 15 or 20% off, which basically covers the tax. I'm like, works for me. Uh, basically tax-free weed, more or less. But yeah, the quality of the grows and all of the products that comes from those grows here in Michigan went through the roof. We quickly outstripped California in terms of the amount and the quality. So cat strikes again. Oh, been messing with watermelon OG a lot. Watermelon milkshake. I'm saying wake and bake a nice song. Watermelon OG cart for the work travels. Sweet. Watermelon OG, you made the cart, so it's like live resin or live rosin. You lit up all your flour. Does that mean you mean burn it? Thank you, brother Jobs. You get
oh,
medical there
Crispy
now.
does. You can't smoke weed and have a gun. I
Yeah.
probably everywhere.
Well, they talked about it in Michigan, and they did away with that. So you can still, whether you're medical or recreational, you can still have full access to your Second Amendment rights. But yeah, that's the number one reason I never went after a medical card. Yeah, that's and see, Papa, that's why. Because the grow license is 2,500 bucks, the state pockets it, and they make it up in volume, and um, and people, like I said, people rise or fall on the quality of what they do with it. So 2,500 seems a bit cheap, honestly, way too cheap. But I mean that makes sure that pretty much anybody can do it.
Yeah,
I mean, even
yeah, because
I
there's
could
some
go
fun.
out and rustle up 2,500 bucks if I had to. Oh, I thought Oklahoma was wrecked now. I thought they were full wide open everything. I'm not keeping up with Oklahoma, but I don't
We're
need
like,
to. I don't need, like I said, I don't grow
I don't
because
know,
I don't have to anymore. Um,
we're skirting by on the farm. Not really straight here. I don't know. It's fucking weird.
but yeah, I mean, I would love to get to know local growers and go that route instead. I'd rather give them the money than give it as much as I love my local dispo. My friends there at Mood, they take good care of me. And I appreciate that. That's why I keep going back. And I'll go look at other dispos, especially if a new one opens. But the folks there, they've gotten to know me. They know my taste. They practically know me by name when I walk in. We'll stand around and talk if they aren't busy. We'll just sit there and bullshit about strains or growers or new products that are coming out and all kinds of stuff. And I like that. So I always have a
Yes.
relationship and go there for whatever, especially for carts, and I've got this RSO dart. I still haven't gotten into it yet. Um, I've never messed with one of those, but I want to see how that goes. It's just RSO is Rick Simpson oil. It was developed by a dude named Rick Simpson, who would make these darts, I believe, for a cancer patient. So it got to be a thing on medicating. It's actual medicine, but I've not met, I never messed with one, and looking forward to it. But just I don't know why I haven't gotten into it yet. Just I'm not sure. Rec is West Virginia's next step. Let's move to Ohio and check their setup. It's coming slowly. They should come. They should driven a little bit further and come to Michigan. Seriously, Michigan. At least a couple of years ago, Michigan was a great model for the rest of the company. Not saying it would fit everywhere, but a place to start. And morph it here or there to work for your municipality or your state or whatever. Roman
Sure,
some
it's nice.
blueberry. Very nice, George. I like blueberry anything. The one time I had just straight blueberry, I was like, I didn't like it at first. It was like, man, this is doing absolutely nothing for me. As I sat there and I was trying to pick out, because most strains don't do a whole lot for me. I sit there like to tell friends what they should expect if they got any. I'm like, I try and pull out the tiniest details of the buzz. So as I sat there trying to do that, I ended up down some completely tangential rabbit hole. Had nothing to do with the how I was feeling. Um, for like 45 minutes. And then I realized the blueberry was in there. It was like wee all over the place inside my head. I'm like, okay. I just have to make sure my friends understand that this isn't one that's going to wreck your head. It's one that's going to get in there and root around and make you feel good. It was very nice at daytime for me, as long as I didn't need to focus on something, because it was
Right.
not it was antithetical to being able to focus on anything. It was a nice one for being outside.
My homeboy, like 15 years ago, used to have a blueberry Northern Light strain, and that shit was like my favorite weed I've ever had.
Yeah, we got some blueberry kush in the other room, grown by the Hempire Collective guys. I should say folks, because there's a lot of ladies who work there too. Um, Female veterans. Such a nice. It's a little heavy for daytime, so it used to be usually like a late afternoon strain, and that's why I got to know once I started learning that there were different strains and how many there were. I started kind of collecting them and sort of a mental database cataloging them. And I need to start an actual database is what I need to do on if I know who grew them and what the strain is and how I felt, what the effects were, what it tasted like, how strong was the terp profile in that grow, stuff like that. That kind of nerdery, I kind of get off on it, but it takes a lot of time. Oh, I hate headband, Brian. I hate that feeling. It's called headband because for a sativa, you normally get that kind of feeling somewhere in here. Well, headband kind of gives you that in a line around your head. Feels very weird to me.
Oh, yeah.
Did not care for it personally.
Anything that gives me a strong like eye
So
buzz, like,
yeah, were they going in and out of the dispensary, Bobo? Neighbor for supply. I wish all states should legalize it and use the tax to fix roads. Absolutely. Michigan uses it for roads and schools. That's why Michigan, for the most part, has better roads than Indiana, even though they have worse weather. Time warp, pink kush, green crack. I love green crack, man. are the good Uber strains for the hills. Right on. I've never had time
Old
more
Jack,
for pink kush, but I love green crack. Jack Hare, yep.
classic.
Haven't had green crack in ages. Yeah, it's been probably 3 years for me. Just wish Wisconsin to catch up. They will. I mean, Wisconsin's. I love Wisconsin too.
Dude, we're gonna be the last.
Chernobyl. I went out to Colorado for the first legal 420 out there, and picked up some Chernobyl in Denver. That they're pretty nice. Had Afghan lemon Kush. No, had Afghan Kush, lemon Kush. Um, I think green crack, Chernobyl. Got some cherry pie while we were there. Um, we had so much weed. I kept trying to tell my friends because I went with 3 friends. Kept trying to tell my friends, I was like, just pick up, maybe a total of a quarter. Pick up an eighth of this or something. Don't go crazy. And motherfuckers started buying halves and and edibles at every dispo we stopped at. I'm like, we could be hitting every dispo. Y'all are gonna have like bags full of shit. We're not taking it back. We're not driving through Kansas in 2014. We are not
Right.
driving through Kansas, riding dirty with ounces and thousands of milligrams
I
of
was
edibles. Just,
gonna
I'm
do
not doing it.
that.
I'll take a train home if y'all want to. And motherfucker got to the end, and we landed. We went down through Pueblo, up in through like Hartselle Fairplay area in the Central Valley, then back up by Pikes Peak over to Colorado Springs, up into Denver, and wound our way at like 3 days. Wound our way ended in Boulder, and man, I think it was a Super 8 or a Motel 8 or something like that in Boulder we stayed at, and I mean, we had bought a dab rig and bowls, and we get to the end, and there's still like 3.5 ounces of weed sitting around, um, like 10,000 plus milligrams of edibles, just sitting after we had gone at it all night really hard.
For sure.
And like me and my buddy Dan were sitting there and literally like just taking buds, busting the stem off, putting them in our mouth and chewing them up like drinking water, drinking water, drinking water. Just and then eat an edible to help wash it down. I mean, just trying to go through as much as we possibly can as quick as we can. Gets to the next day, barely put a dent in it. He and I put down, I want to say around 6,500 milligrams of edibles each. Um, which nowadays seems like nothing. I mean, Nuz will put down a 10,000 milligram cookie and wander
Yeah,
around. Um, but yeah, we had like 6,500 milligrams each, just light and bold, burning the field, dumping them, burn the field, dump them, and just there was still so much left. So we all took. The deal was we would take back nothing more than we thought we could swallow if we got stopped.
that's cool. Car. Never drive with more than you can eat.
Right. Um, so yeah, that was the deal. And I was breaking the rules, and we got to a Taco Bell right at the Kansas border on the Colorado side, and folks going to go to the bathroom and stuff. And I'm like, well, I'm going to take this eighth of lemon Kush, and I pitched it under the car, and my friends come back out, and there's a van with a soccer mom and like half of a soccer team in it. My buddies pull it backing out, and I'm like, whoa, 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 stop. He's like, why? There's nobody back there. And he just keeps backing out. And I'm like, stop. He's like, why? I was like, fuck it, just go ahead and go at this point because he's already far enough out. He's like, what? I was like, I threw an eighth under the car that it was too much. I didn't think I could swallow it after I thought about it. And I was like, there's a carload of kids, man. He's like, oh shit. I'm like, yeah. You
Uh,
don't eat the edibles? I kind of quit for the most part. They don't do much for me either.
yeah, I don't
Oh,
really fuck with them.
brother Terry stopped in.
Yeah,
You know, we can talk about injecting weed reefers into our bodies, or talking about cakes. Either one.
I don't think they
What's
figured
up,
out.
brother Terry? Wet fall is a nightmare. A huge collection of old cannabis culture magazines had the mark and seed catalog. Oh, nice. Yeah, yeah, Papa. Yeah, yeah. We just blew straight through Kansas. Filled up right at the state line on the Colorado side. Our plan was to not stop in Kansas, not even for gas if possible, and we made it. Made it to the other side of Kansas City. Made it to the Missouri side, which didn't feel much better, honestly. But yeah, I used to love this brand called MKX. When I got up here, I finally landed on. They have Tangerine Dream edibles, which are for nighttime, so it's CBN enhanced. And I was like, okay, maybe it'll help me sleep. It didn't really, but man, are they delicious! So I got to the point where I was eating like half a bag, you know, and yeah, each one of them 20 milligrams. So eating 1,000 milligrams or 100 milligrams of THC, and I think they were 1 to 4, so 25 milligrams of CBN, and it wasn't doing a thing. But I just eat the hell out of them. Yeah, and it was we were driving a Chrysler 300C or something like that. It would shut off cylinders. So yeah, my buddy who had rented it and drove the entire way, he didn't want to, take a risk on somebody else's car and didn't want to insure everybody. So he drove the whole way there and back. And he just turned on the cruise and went. And yeah, we drove at night, so it was dark the whole way, and no, hardly any traffic. It was super easy drive. We got close to shit. It was probably getting not too far from Kansas City, and there was a thing about exits closed ahead. Pull off here, and he's like, "Well, we're down to about a quarter of a tank. I can pull off." I was like, "Don't do it. Don't do it. We are too close. We got enough gas to make it all the way through, and that's going to be a trap. Don't do it." Insert Admiral Akbar meme here. Um,
AC's good with the
so
weed now.
so we just drove all the way through, and I was like, yeah, there's going to be probably cops waiting at the bottom of that, looking for out of state plates, and we are that. So don't.
Y'all,
Edibles only turn smoking every hour into about every hour and a half. Yeah, I only use edibles for helping me sleep, and like I said, I've given up on that too. They're delicious, but every once in a while I'll get a like when I went to Blade this year, found out it was going to be Scott N's birthday while we were there, so uh, I took an extra edible with me that I thought was a 100 milligram edible. I'm like, we'll have a good time, and he can share if he wants to, or he can eat the whole thing. I'm going to eat my whole thing, and got there and found out it was 200 milligrams each, and we both just ate them and went and walked around and played. So good time.
yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Hell yeah, I do. I got a seatbelt ticket from a fucking Kansas state trooper. Fucking asshole.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Oh,
yeah.
I fucking asshole.
Yeah, there's just, I mean, if it weren't for Papa and brother Sean and a few friends in Kansas, I would just completely say call in the asteroid. into the heart of Kansas. Team
Uh,
Asteroid, call it down.
I've been
Uh,
to like down there, man.
but yeah, I
That's
I
like the
keep that.
closest.
I'll keep that target on my hometown back in Indiana. It can call in the asteroid there.
Hey, as long as the asteroid's coming, I'm down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I know it's coming, I'm in a lawn chair sitting at ground zero.
Yeah, buddy, smoking it up.
City cleanser.
I'm talking about a global cleanser.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I just the place where I least enjoy being is Kansas. And like I said, if it weren't for a little bit of family and a few friends, being in Kansas, that would be where I redirected that target to. But maintaining in my hometown, I'll just sacrifice myself and the people closest to me to get all of humanity. I'm good with that. Um, yeah, I'm that kind of asshole.
I'm saying, like fucking Billy Bob Thornton says, call it a killer.
What was that?
Talking about fucking Armageddon, they call it a global killer. Yeah, Kansas City is fun.
Yeah, like I said, there's uh there's some good parts to it, and you've elucidated some reasons why I can understand why you love growing up there, Papa. But
Good coffee in the West Bottoms.
yeah, the funny thing is, where my favorite growers are here in Michigan is a town called Clare. Uh,
Blair.
like I'm from down here, and Clare is kind of up here. Uh, not too far away from where Brother Bill lives, actually, Proax. Um, but they're also known for a donut shop that is owned by the local cops. So it's you can go to Claire and have donuts with the cops. So
No, no. I can't say I love my city. Fuck the rest of this place.
the West Bottoms. Oh, I hate any bureaucracy, but
Yeah.
I mean
I'm,
you can't escape it. It doesn't get any better in any other state, really. Just gets a different kind of bureaucracy in some cases. Never been on the west side of the Mississippi? Really, Crispy? Damn, son. We gotta drag you west, man. It's road trip.
oh shit.
Opening a donut shop dispensary. It's called Glazed and Confused. I would be amazed if there weren't one in Michigan somewhere. In fact, let's do it. Have to try and set that somewhere out of the way so I don't break my favorite piece.
No, fuck that. I mean, we'll just make them like infused donuts. You know, like the glaze is infused, the donuts is infused, all of it. That would be bang.
Glazed and Confused artisanal donuts. Where you is? Come on, New York. You're up,
Are they?
BNA. Syracuse, New York. And apparently it's a truck. So I don't know that they're brick and mortar, at least not that one. Urban Bakery in downtown Lansing and now East Lansing. There we go. Here in Michigan, baby. I knew there'd be one. I'm going to follow those motherfuckers too. Which account am I on? Okay.
Oh shit.
So now, yeah, baby. Glazed and Confused Bakery over at Instagram. If you're a fellow Michigander,
Pop, I wasn't that deep in it, but I'd go down there and for fucking shows and shit, and every once in a while I would make friends with some cats and have some parties down around that area. I do some that tattoo. It, Neil, what up?
mm, oh,
We
that's
just
just a
chilling,
part of KC.
smoking.
West Bottoms is an area of KC. Is that what it is, Papa?
Yeah, yeah. It's just like
What's
a
up,
little.
brother Neil?
It's in the hood.
B&A's Poke and Smoke.
Old ass buildings down there, like super fucking old. Pretty sweet. Poke and smoke.
Oh,
Run those tricks, BNA. Shit.
yeah, Gerbs. I wish they'd loosen it up on social clubs so we can have smoking social clubs like a bar, but without a bunch of drunk assholes around. But everybody sit around and vape or smoke your cannabis. You're going to smoke tobacco, get outside, have a separate room or something, maybe. And if you want to smoke a spliff or a blunt, then you can go to the tobacco side.
That would be
But
nice.
I know the tobacco thing would end up being an issue in most states these days. So call dibs on being manager. That's an old adventure around. Oh yeah, that's my favorite part of any town, Papa. As somebody who loves I'm a huge architecture buff. Bast. you're, you're not right, Mima.
I hit up a wall somewhere. My marker.
Right on. Yeah, glad you could make it, brother Neil.
Yeah. Gotta reload this bolt.
And I got to take the last hit or two out of mine. Get it back out from behind the phone. Yeah, I've noticed these lives get a lot harder to run the higher I get. So as much as I want to sit here and pound the bowl,
Right.
things will come to a grinding halt, and I'll just be sitting here like,
Dude, I was high as shit.
uh,
I killed that fucking big ass joint. Dude, my shit was fucking high as shit for like an hour.
were you still high by the time you got to breakfast?
Nah, I was pretty good by then.
You were good by then? Okay.
I can
I
get
thought maybe,
high, but it only lasts like, 4 minutes. I mean,
yeah,
then I'm like back to normal. Back to normal high.
yeah, the high, uh, the feeling high doesn't last very long if I get there. But the lack of focus and sometimes increasing sleepiness persist.
Mine, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with my brain, but mine kind of goes back and forth. Most of the time, I kind of get more focused on something as long as I start doing something. But if I'm
See,
just
that's one of the reasons I have to know strains. Now, once I found out about strains and stuff that tell you all of that, I'm like, okay, that's why, like, I would say I would show y'all like our catalog, our library of strains out there. that we have in stock here in the house, but I don't. I, yeah, no. Uh, there's too many, and a lot of them are in jars now, so I don't have the labels, but I know the names. And I know which ones work for me for different things. And the big ones are, for me personally, uh, low grade pain relief and stress, anxiety, and depression strains. So things that deal with one of those things tend to deal with all three of them, at least to some degree. So having strains that might make the normal person a bit paranoid, um, for me would just mean that it does nothing for my depression and anxiety. Uh, so a good strain, finding good strains to handle just the uh, uh, the issues that I smoke it for. Because I'm genuinely, like I said, it would take so much uh, to get me high and try and keep me quote unquote high, that I couldn't afford it. So uh,
All day.
so I sit around usually doing doing a one hitter here and there throughout the day. Take a hit every half hour to hour, if I'm just run around doing something. If I'm working on editing or something like that, I'm focused. So I might take a hit of a strain that actually helps with focus, which there are very few for me. Um, that
Gerbs,
way I
that is my
can do that, but I don't try and sit there and get high the whole time I'm editing or anything like that.
that is my favorite tasting strain of all time.
What's that?
Durban
Yeah,
poison. Love fucking everything about that weed.
yeah. Durban poison is a great pain strain. Exactly, Gerbs. This is most growth. That's what I'm always looking to suppress with. Yeah, same things. Yeah, yeah. Depression and anxiety and low grade pain, like my achy back, increasing arthritis, stuff like that. Yeah, wedding cake, anything that involves wedding cake or Girl Scout cookies, tend to work really well for me as far as a daytime strain for that low grade pain and depression, anxiety. As a bonus, it also works for a roommate uh, for their issues with depression and appetite. So you was caught up on it. The Gorge, haven't seen that one either. Um, yeah, the roommates are the big media consumers. They're always watching movies and TV shows and stuff. I not so much. I am usually either listening to a live while trying to edit or trying to record something for the umpteenth time.
My fucking so I watch a lot of like movies and shit. At night. But here, that has fucking significant. All I do is hang out in lives, chat in the lives. Like I don't watch fucking movies anymore. Night.
Yeah, I will sometimes late at night
I'd rather
because
talk to motherfuckers and stare at the fucking TV. Even though I love fucking watching movies.
yeah, like when it gets to be late at night and hitting the bat in here uh, isn't going to do the trick for the wind down to go to bed. I'll grab the nighttime strain jars, which my daytime strains are colored and have different stuff on top of them, and two nighttime strains. So I become strain tolerant fairly quick at this point. So it'll get to the point where I feel nothing from a strain. It'll stop helping me with whatever the symptoms are that I'm trying to deal with that strain, and so I'll have to switch to a different strain, which I don't know why. It could all be up here, but um, that's why I keep a bit of a backlog of strain library, and we're always trying new strains too. So if we see something new come into mood on their uh, uh, weed map page, I'll run down and check it out, stick my nose in the jar, and pick us up an eighth or a quarter to try out. So that's where we got the salmon belly that is frequently my daytime right now. That one we got for review a little while back. I like it. Got another one called Hella Jelly a while back, quite a while ago actually, that I really like for a daytime strain. I don't remember what the lineage is on it, but yeah. So trying to keep enough different strains to do similar things in stock so we can all have the relief we need. Tough.
That's fucking awesome.
Oh, Donnie's glass chillum. That's right. You using the chillum today.
Yeah.
I forgot. I got something sitting here. Actually, I'll do it next week,
What's that?
or maybe one day this week. I told you I'd pull out the tsunami. Ah, fuck it. I'll do it now, and then maybe I'll record it at some point too. I was going to pull out the tsunami. We'd been talking about tsunami as there's a new brand called Tsunami, which I think is similar tech to Helix. I think it has similar technology to what you're getting ready to see. One of my favorite pieces. I don't know if you can see that galaxy marble up above the eye. Stare into my eye.
Ooh.
But yeah, bubbler, little hammer bubbler. Um, got a carb over here. So yeah,
Bubbly, bubbly, bubbly.
yep, just a nice
Nice.
hammer bub. Fumed on the screen and fully worked. Has a work style very similar to like a JBD. I know if any of y'all ever had a, I know somebody else in here has a JBD. I can't remember if it's Brian or Crispy or who, but JBD working is very similar to this style, and very. I don't know if you can see the kind of striations in that fuming inside there. Stupid piece. Very shallow pack, which I personally like. It's a pain in the ass to clean. Uh, you got to remember that there's a carb over here and tip it this way, not too far, so you don't get water up in your weed, and just kind of either tap it off or give it a quick blow, and it just kind of shoots off. But yeah, beautiful piece. Not the most functional, but I pull it out every now and then. It's one of my favorite pieces. It's a blower in North Carolina on that one. Uh, got a backup trilogy. My big Swift. Uh, I like it. I liked it so much. After I couldn't find this piece I'd been looking for a while, couldn't find it, so I bought one of those. I'm like, I like it, and I know a friend's gonna break it, so I went and got another one. A friend broke the pack on it right away, actually. So I went and got the other one they had back when I had a job and monies. Some ash catcher, but the dry ash catcher on a tsunami, and I had the Rasta version. Looks like a spinning top, and you'll see the down stem that's still fucked up. But a friend chipped the dry ash. It
Oh.
still works, and I did manage to find a new one of those. But uh, hey, Gerbs, you never did send me a picture of your of the end of your the downspout to your bong. But is it 90 degree, 45? Uh, does the downstem come straight up like this, or does it come out at an angle? See, if it comes out at an angle, I might have something I could send you. because I don't use that. And unless, oh, wait a second, I may have spoken out of turn. This may be what replaced all of the parts to the uh, tsunami when it got broken. But there we go. Here is the tsunami, a weird little thing. I don't know if you can make out the fact that there's a hole that goes through the glass at an angle. So not perpendicular to the glass, but at an angle through it, and it pulls in air. There's very little water. The water only comes up, you know, an inch on the bottom. Oh, an inch on the bottom of this or so. And this is not the way this works. There's more. This fucking thing is got broken, and I put it back together with a map gas torch.
Yeah.
But
Nice.
it is wonky. Yeah, it got cracked right there. So I put it back together. It messed it up a little bit, but so it doesn't want to sit in there perfectly anymore because yeah, it broke right below that joint. But I don't know if you can see this little hole in the snorkel at the top of this that comes out perpendicular to the tube at an angle. And then this thing winds its way on there.
It's fucking elaborate.
And then, yes, once it's together, it's together. But
Well,
no water goes in here. Only
right.
water goes in there. Not much. But your pack's out here, so it's quite a ways away from your face. And these three legs allow you to set it on your chest and rock it back. It was designed for cancer patients so that they could still smoke. Not a whole lot of water, so if they dumped it or something, it wouldn't soak everything with stinky ass bong water. But there are holes here, and holes here, and there's one on each side. So it takes that smoke and it spins it and it cools it off as it goes. It's crazy. This thing is
Dude,
amazing
that's
to
fine.
smoke out of. But I got rid of all of this basically when it got broken and
Fuck it up too.
replaced it with something much simpler, which still works. Um, and then you can, yeah, you can. Man, that makes it front heavy. Front heavy as hail. Uh, but yeah, if yours is a 45 gerbs, I can send that to you.
So, no, I've never tried. I thought about getting one. I've had friends that have. I always like them.
Yeah, it makes your main piece so much easier to clean. And especially if you're going to be using a bigger pack and smoking with people, like I use small packs, but I still use it because it's easier to clean two pieces with all that stretched out and do it more frequently. When I use the do this without clanging pieces, the res block that makes the water just a little bit pink. It's just a vegetable based component. I put a couple drops in. It helps stop the goo from sticking to the glass so bad, so it cleans easier. But oh, and then I did, like I said, I did find a replacement Rasta top. Still got a sticker on it, but so I have a new one of those if I can ever find the down stem to and the original pack, Rasta pack that goes with it. But there. Oh man, there's another layer underneath that. I won't put that away dirty. That's dumb. A Mjolnir. It's a steamroller, but it's a Thor's hammer. It's a custom piece I asked a buddy down in South Carolina to make for me. I need to clean that though. Let's see what's on the bottom layer too while we're at it. Fuck it. Anything fun? Oh no. It's packs and a glass extractor. So I don't futz about with extracting anymore. So, although I might now that I got a bunch of $25 shake houses. Why not? Oh,
I never rolled across one after that. No. We used to roll fucked up blunts. Well, blunts most uh all the time, like at parties and shit, but they're mostly just big and weird. I never got Oregon. Too much of a pot ass. Why get high? Just roll.
yeah, that's why I like my glass. I just and you know have three or four of the same
I am
size
not.
pack around, so I can rotate through them really quick. And when they get dirty, set them aside, and then just clean them all at once. So
I think if
roll
I come
across
back home,
the
I have my fucking. I'm gonna use my hookah.
right on. Yeah, you're welcome. Come on any Sunday you want, brother, or anytime I'm live on this channel, brother, or on the other channel. You're welcome on too, man.
Yeah, for sure. Uh, I just didn't know if you were gonna have other fucking pothead guests.
I don't know.
I didn't.
Anybody who wants to come up, if any of y'all want to come up and join us for a sesh or join me if Donnie's not on, or join both of us. I don't know how many people YouTube lets me get up here, man.
Yeah, I don't know shit.
Okay, we'll put them to the test. Okay,
Like,
I'll fucking care. Oh, we already been on over an hour. Damn. If you need to, at any point, you need to run or go get ready or wake Ern up.
I think I'm rumbling around.
Hey, brother Matt, great to see you, man. Say, run out to the garage, join us.
Hide under the shed. If you have to.
Hopefully, I'm not on the TV saying this. Hopefully, you're on your device. But good to see you, brother. You just missed the Mjolnir steamroller. I dug out the tub.
Get me.
Oh shit! Get hammered. Love it. But yeah, that's the bulk of what was in the oh, except for the stainless steel dab nail. I might keep that out. So I love the vape rig, but the tool gets gooey after a while, and it's just not coming off in the vape rig. And I'm like, time to bust out the torch and oh,
That depends on
right
you,
on.
Brian. Give a fuck.
Is that the whole family watching it in surround sound? I mean, just everybody got bow in hand. I mean, we can we can rock the we can rock this family style, bro.
Really?
Doesn't bother me. I got no kids, right? And I try and set everything on this channel, actually everything on both channels at this point, to no kids, 18 or older. You know, I think you have to be a subscriber for at least 5 minutes to even comment in my chats on this channel. So you have to sign in and you have to be 18 in order to even get here. So if your kids are watching, that is entirely on you. You sent it to my email, Gerbs, because you're not on Insta, right? Let me let me I may have to put my glasses. The fuck I have my glasses for myself at. Oh man, look at my life. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm going to mail. Oh, go away. Oh, you sent them to my phone. Okay. Erp, erp. Where is my phone? Oh, I'm on it. I can't look at them, Jerps. I can't look at them till afterwards. Uh, but damn it, the best laid plans of mice and men. Uh, Stoner moment. Yep, they're. My life at this point is nothing but a bunch of stoner moments strung together by brief periods of lucidity.
Speaking of pictures, Grumpy, I'm gonna send you a picture after I get off here. But this is what was the toothpick.
Oh, okay.
It nice until I fucked it up. So I'll send you. It was in its former glory.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna redo it one of these days, but it's got like tape and shit on it, so it's all like fucking
Oh, okay.
fucked up. But
I see what's
I
going
made
on
this
now.
like, huh?
That looks evil. That's a pig sticker. That would be a nice hog
Oh,
hunter.
got it like pretty thin, and it's made out of CPM 154, so
One of my favorite steels, man. I don't care what anybody says.
quarter-inch tan.
Good to go. Right on. Gerbs, it is send it to the Grumpy Grunt email. Grumpy Grunt 0331. Take it and change the angle at the tip. Give it kind of that not quite come to a full apex, but
I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah, I've thought about modifying it, but I don't know. Uh,
it's evil. I mean that, like I said,
so I
how
made it
thin
for a
is it?
build off. I mean, it gets pretty thin at the tip.
Yeah, that's the only thing that would worry me about hog hunting with it.
Well, yeah, I don't hunt hogs though. I mean, shit. I'm sitting in a fucking neighborhood, motherfuckers.
I'm saying I want to go hog hunting with it, Donnie. What part
Grass
is
ain't.
you don't? 0331. I can't on the. I'm on the. I'm on the. Wait a second. I can pull this up over here. Haha, dummy. Jeez, I am not on it today. Here we go.
I'll talk about this thing more with Shane later. So I got like pictures I can have Shane pull up. Pop up.
Oh, except I don't know. Did that come up? Oh, it did. I wasn't sure I had modded myself. uh, oh, I'm on my own channel. I thought it was going to pull me up as Grumpy. The stupid sticks. I just forget that I'm on my phone here, so I go to look for my phone and I find my second phone, which I can't. It isn't my phone to get photos. Uh, but yeah, but yeah, go ahead and send it, Gerbs. I'll tell you if I can tell whether or not it's 14 or 18.
All right. Well, I am here.
You got to hop out, get ready for breakfast.
I gotta stuff where I go to fucking have food and everything. So
Right
yeah,
on, brother.
it was good kicking it. Thank you for having me on here. It's good to sesh with you guys as always.
Always love seeing you, brother Don. Take care of
Word up.
yourself. Give her my best.
I will. All right, y'all have a good day.
Peace, brother. Oh, right on. So, yeah, we've been on an hour 20. That's not too bad. Say, got no place to be this morning, so might make some breakfast later, but that's it. So, they're at my email. Right on. All right. We'll jump back over there. Pareo. There we go. Put my old man. Okay, well, I don't want to save, just want to open. Okay, yeah, that's an 18 for sure. And we need to get you some 710 solution, brother. You can tell you've been doing some dabs. But yeah, that's an 18 and a 90 degree. So, but yeah, that works. Good pictures, man. Absolutely got the point across. And good on you putting the top down in there because that's a good scale. I just spun my 14 around to make sure that it didn't look like the this part would fit in there, which it just did on the 18. It looked like good one. Yeah, it is. It's pretty fucking dirty, brother. Uh, oh, you were at first. It took a second to get you out there, brother Todd. Good morning. So yeah, you're looking for an 18 millimeter um, ash catcher, an 18 millimeter at 90 degree ash catcher. So, God damn it, I keep going over to my uh, desktop to pull up a site, thinking I can drop a link in here. Actually, I can. Damn it. Let's go to Mav Glass. Uh, and no thanks. Search me categories. Accessories, ash catchers. So let me show you the one. Now, are you still going to be doing dabs with these, with this thing in there? Because there is, generally speaking, a completely different type of catcher you want to use with ash or with doing dabs, um, so that you can reclaim some of that material that doesn't burn off and ends up going down the thing. So sometimes they'll call it a 19 millimeter. I'm seeing online, so it'll be either 18 or 19 millimeter. It's 18 at the bottom and 19 at the top, I think. But UFO, but is it primarily later on? Bless. Thanks for being here, brother. Oh, hard telling why it does that, man. Okay, so if you have a separate dab rig and you're going to be using this for flour, uh, that's what the type of ash catchers I'm using are for. You can use them for dabs, but what you're going to find is all that goo that makes it past your nail or your slammer or whatever type of receiver you're using on the front will go down in. And you want an ash catcher that has a reclaimer. Otherwise, you have to put another piece on that reclaims that material, so you can pour it out and uh, either burn it again or get rid of it if you don't want to. They have two-piece ash catchers. that are super easy to clean. That would probably be a better way to go for that. And I wish I were able to pull all this stuff up on the screen for you. Um, but I tell you what, I'm at the two piece ash catcher shower head 90. Oh, that's a 14. Disregard. Shower head ash catcher. There's the 19. Okay. But Mav glass is a great one in terms of bang for your buck. So you're going to find most of the pieces are going to be like maybe $30 to $100 for a Nash catcher, depending on what size, how involved the uh, diffusion is inside. You know what type of diffusion it is. Some are harder to make than others, so it can affect your price a little bit. So it goes up incrementally here and there. The one I'm getting ready to post for you is one of their more expensive ones. So, but it is really, uh, really a good. Let me get back to live on here. Here we go. There we go. You need a flower bowl. Oh, you don't have a flower bowl? Okay. The stem is a juice collector. Looks like I poured earwax in the holes. Um, yeah, a man, I keep wanting to share over here. Um, there's a reclaimer. I don't think this one has one. The reclaimer will have a bottom that comes off. Sometimes they used to have plugs in them. Now it'll just have a silicone bottom that comes off, and as the goo collects in there, you can take it off and reclaim it and put it back through and burn it off again. Um, or take it off and clean it a lot easier, like I said. But yeah, the ash catcher will end up with all that stuff that's in your downstem right now. So all that brown goo that has run down the side and uh, down into your diffuser. Um, if that gets thick enough, it starts affecting not just the flavor of the water, but your diffusion as well. That stuff will start gooing up slits or holes or whatever type of diffusers in that. So that is a two piece. So as it goes down in the bottom, you could reclaim it, but there's water down there. The reclaimer is going to catch it before it gets to water. Um, and when it comes to doing dabs, I generally I would probably not get an ash catcher if you're looking for it for dabs. Um, just one source of diffusion, which would be in your main bong, one source of diffusion, and the next piece, your ash catcher would just be a reclaimer. It would be a dry ash catcher, but there's no ash on dabs. So you're not trying to catch ash and you're not adding diffusion. You're just trying to catch any overflow of uh, concentrate that gets past your nail or a banger or whatever you're using. So, but this is for flour. So if you're looking for flour, the ash catcher there, um, that's the more expensive version. If you're going to try and go back and forth and use it for dabs and flour, much easier to clean. Because once you get dabs down in there, it gets harder to clean. The 710 will do it. You just soak longer than you do with flour. It's not a problem. And then the inline recycling ash catcher, which is just like this, only the right size for your piece. Is that better than the UFO? Is UFO? No, UFO's same price. I actually like this one better. So, let's The only other thing I recommend paying attention to, and I am guilty of not doing it online, is whether a Nash catcher is right-handed or left-handed. My very first Mav glass was left-handed. I gave it to the roommate actually because I like to hold the piece with my left hand and light with my right because my left hand is pretty dumb. Uh, so I thought, who cares? Got home, it drove me nuts. So, but there is the less expensive, pretty much the one I would recommend just for flower. But that, like I said, that is exactly like this. This is a Mav glass piece. It is exactly like this, but just the size for your piece. So, but um, but yeah, and when it comes to flower bowls, in terms of I like things with built-in screen personally. A little bit tougher to clean. Oh, don't shut off the TV, please. I'm currently using it. Normally, I wouldn't care at this point. Uh, but I like these packs with they have a built-in screen. There's 5 holes down at the bottom, and there's uh, it just end up with a lot less flour pulling through. So unless you're using glass screens, and you're good at not throwing them away when you dump them into the ashtray, uh, then that may be the way to go as well. But bangers, caps, bowls, stems, cleaning grinders. Burr, 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 burr. Okay, yes. 14 millimeter, 7 hole pro, 19 millimeter. And these are another thing we get from Mav Glass. They aren't my favorite, but I really like them. I like the ooze personally. Oh, it's not in, but I'm still going to send you the link for that. You can pick out whatever color you want. So all of these from Mav Glass. Um, Send a few more pics. Okay. Links don't work in vertical. Oh, snap. They're showing up on my phone. I thought everything was copacetic. That sucks. Well, let me know if I need to email them to you. Oh, Jerv's probably on his tablet and you're on a phone. I'll say I can see him on my phone. You on a BlackBerry or something, Crispy? Just fucking with you. Um, but yeah, I would recommend, honestly, I would recommend the second link in terms of ash catchers, but it's just for flower. But it's my favorite design of all ash catchers out there. Um, and then the bowl at the bottom is a really good bowl. Um, I like, I don't know who makes these. I think it may be AFM, uh, but they're a really small pack, which I prefer. The other one's a little bit bigger pack, which most people prefer. You understand something? uh, so, which by the way, let me go check AFM if I can even find them. They didn't used to have an actual website. They had a Facebook. Nope, they got a website now. Good on them. About time. Alien Flower Monkey is who made this piece, which they don't make this particular model anymore. But they're another one. Them and Mav Glass, both based out of California, I think. I'm not sure about that 100%. Some things kind of feel like import glass a bit, but they do a really good job, and I think they're supposed to be based in California. So, um, but AFM, the my shop down in Indy that I used to go to all the time. know the manager. She took really good care of me when I needed something. My roommate had this piece, um, and I fell in love with it, so I always wanted one. She went out and found it after they quit making it. She had them track one down for me and got one. So, and love that piece. In the meantime, my roommate managed to break theirs. But let's see what's in their deals and bundles. Oh, actually, let me go to Bong accessories. Uh, bowl pieces. What's that? Is it? Yeah, bowls and such. Okay. No, it looks like they've got. Oh, you've got an attachment for the Puffco proxy. That's cool. Um, not seeing this particular style of pack over there, but they've got the exact same one that Mav Glass has. Oh, they got some cool stuff. They got a few more things that are kind of artsy fartsy in terms of their packs. Man, I wish I could tell you. Oh, that's gorgeous, actually. I wish I could tell you where to find me. Oh, maybe it is them. Have I don't think it. Hey, it's not showing me the inside. I can't tell if it has the pack inside, but it's got similar build to the outside. Anyway, AFM or smokeafm.com. Let me get back to their main page. FM Smoke. Yeah, I'm not going to take that whole string of garbage with it. Let's just cut that part. And oop. Oh, I may not have added you as a mod over here, Papa. I don't have all of my mod. Actually, I can do some of that now. In fact, I'm realizing that nobody has a thing next to their name. I got no mods. Oh, oh, how do I get off of live all the fucking time? Get back. Crispy rockin' flip the right. Yeah, it was. I was trying to remember the number that went with that Jerbs. Oh, god damn it. I keep trying to click the links. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Got to scroll down some so I can add Brother Terry. Don't do the other things. There we go. And get up here. Make sure Brother Donnie's got a bridge when he gets back. So, oh god, no, didn't want to scroll all the way down the fucking page. Thanks. So, there we go. Now you should be able to post that link, Papa. Sorry. But yeah. So some of y'all got some wrenches now, and I'll add more as we go. But so it wasn't a thing of being vertical, Papa. It's because I hadn't added you as a mod over. I hadn't added any mods over here yet. Hadn't even thought about it. So, but yeah, AFM Smoke or smokeafm.com is even before Mav, they are my favorite as far as bongs. I can find them in stores around here, so they're totally a production. They're not a small shop, mom and pop or anything like that. But um, scientific glass bongs is that? Oh, the beaker bottoms. I don't want that. Oh, but they have some really nice pieces. They do a lot of tried and true technology in their stuff. Um, they have other Swiss designs if you're a Swiss fan. They have stuff that involves glycerin that you can put in the freezer and things like that. I don't do that stuff. Um, Mini dab rig. Um, that's cool. See, I like small dab rigs with minimal diffusion. Personally, I need to get a new one. I gave my small one away. So you get in that around $100. It's not awful, but not in the budget right now. Got other things I'd rather get first. But multi-stage, diffusion, all kinds of cool stuff, and they're overall they're really really affordable. I mean, it's hard to find something I think that goes over $200 at AFM, and most of it's under 100, 120 maybe, stuff like that. A lot of times on sale. So let's see what's in there. 99 and under. They do a really good job. A lot of my inexpensive spoon bowls are from AFM as well because I can get them for 20, $25, and they're nice, color changing, well made. Um, Once in a blue moon, because they are a production company, you will find a crack, a hairline fissure where it probably didn't anneal correctly in the kiln, stuff like that. But yeah, mini neck beakers, beaker bottoms, straight tubes, things like that. $50 all day long over there. So again, like I said, I don't want to shill for them, but I'm a tried and true believer in Alien Flower Monkey. And they got some that have the neck bends like a zong and stuff like that. But just have proven to be a really good experience for me. So passing it along. They're never too old to learn something new, right? Still trying to flog off 3V Italian made us. Okay, is anyone looking for one? Oh, I went to. Gotta quit doing it. And I don't know why my feed keeps going off live, but Blade Binge. But yeah, the other problem you may have, Jervs, not with the knife, but with buying glass. I don't know if they have a Canadian warehouse to ship up there or anything like that. So you'll have to look online. I've never bought something and had it shipped up. Excuse me, up there. Had the hiccups now. Awesome. But it looks like AFM has a 20% off site wide until midnight. Code deal 20, all caps. So if you're looking for a new inexpensive piece and you want to check out the quality of AFM, um, go give them a look. Like I said, I've had a really good experience with them and Mav Glass so far. Not to say that they're unbreakable, just I've managed to keep some of their stuff around for quite a while. And I remember Jerb said he sent some more pictures. Nope, nope, nope. Don't add it to my drive. Damn it. Just show me the picture. Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, so you've already got a reclaimer, Jerbs. Yeah, that rig you've got sitting next to your coffee cup, uh, the one behind it that's even a little bit smaller is perfect for me. So put that reclaimer from the second one on top of the first one, and that's a pretty good sized reclaimer. Has it got uh, you need some terp slurper marbles or something down in your banger. But that's a cool setup, Jerks. I dig that. The way that thing on top kind of helps you control the airflow down in there so it's not all escaping. I thought that was originally. I thought it was welded on. I thought it was part of it. It looked like a big old uh, reclaimer out there. I thought that was part of a reclaimer, and I realized it's a banger with instead of having a marble on top, you got that whatever that thing is called. That's kind of cool. Dig it. And is there something in the down stem? Uh, is that what you were talking about? Something in the down stem is helping you reclaim or something? Because it just looks black on the photos. But I dig that little one. Oh no, Gerbs. It would cost you probably as much or more to send one to me than it would be for me to just go out and grab one from a local shop, brother. I appreciate it. But yeah, man, hold on to it. You always need a backup. And sometimes you want that little one for a nightstand. That's why I miss my little one. Something just small to sit next to the desk or the bed uh, here in the bedroom. Oh, right on. So he upgraded and just punted on all his old glass to you. Right on. Good on him. But yeah, 710 will like I said, from the looks of it, it may take either more than one pass and or some extra time soaking. If you don't already have them, and you may look on Mav Glass because I think they have them. If not, 420 Science will have these. You can buy a set of rubber plugs to plug up the holes on your ash catcher or your bong or whatever, to plug up those ground joints where the scientific parts go together. So a plug to go in here or a plug to go down there. So you can fill them up with some sort of cleaner and shake them around and let them sit without worrying about it either spilling if it gets knocked over or vaporizing before you get back to fixing to finishing it up. I mean, if you think you can clean it up and get it through the mail and everything, it just sounds like more of a hassle than honestly I think it would be worth, brother. Well, I appreciate it. You didn't smoke dabs before? Oh yeah, he yeah, the glass for flower, for dabs, for anything is my favorite way to smoke it. It's just dabs on glass involving the torch and everything. It's just a hassle. So what we end up doing is one person operates the torch and the nail, and um, the other person is just drawing and telling you when to hit the nail, or they'll do the nail themselves if they think they can operate everything all at once. But back when I used to do dabs through the glass with friends, it was using ceramic or titanium. I think this is all titanium. I thought it was titanium on top and stainless on the bottom, but I think it's all one piece and it's all titanium then. But either titanium or ceramic, and the torch. And I, as much as I love fire, I hate involving the torch in this. So, but but yeah, I mean, um, like I said, personally, I would not bother with it, brother Gerbs. Um, because a nice small rig is 40-50 bucks around here. So rather than put yourself out, save it for a backup or give it to a local friend. And but I do appreciate it. Um, if you think you can manage it and you want to put yourself through that trouble, I'm not going to tell you I'll refuse it, but I appreciate you. It's just one of those things that I think you should really just clean it up and keep it there. So, but I appreciate you. Yeah, $20 to send something. This still seems insane. Um, Even just mailing something around the country here is I think it's up to about $11 now. And everything takes forever to get anywhere now. So our postal system is being broken on the daily now. But oh man, I tell you what, how far into this are we? Almost 2 hours. Jesus. Look it, pack another bow. That Jurassic Kush settled in nice, I gotta say. Yeah, there's no way I could do like dab rig dabs and try and run a live. There's no way. Maybe maybe someday if I just have a live and don't engage the chat, I would basically just have to ignore y'all, and you would just watch the downward spiral of uh of me um trying to hurt myself. I can't remember if I was telling my roommate or telling you guys. Man, I'm out of sync with YouTube again. How the fuck does it do that? But yeah, it would be a quick downward spiral. And gotta get my poker tool back. In fact, let's just leave that out now. Booyah. Yep, spoke 'em if you got 'em, Crispy. Cheers, my dears. God damn, that's delicious. Oh, so good. Man, I wish nothing but the best for y'all, and that includes amazingly cured cannabis with ridiculous terpene profiles like we have around here. Because damn. You can set up a high for when I'm done. You can stay high all day. I gotta go make some breakfast or something, and probably fix another cup. So it may take me a little while after this one to get in there, but I'll try and get back to it. But absolutely, because I got no plans for today other than maybe trying to record something later. Uh, excuse me. Man, I wish I could toss each one of you a nug right now so you could try that Jurassic Kush. I wish I knew who grew it. You'll be on for a while. You're building up to it. Um, but damn. Oh, so this one's not going to work for what you were using it for, then, Jerbs. What you needed? That sucks. I don't think I even have a backup 18 right now. Um, I had that 14 backup, but it's an angled. I can see my straight 14 over there, 90 degree. And I got the one of the weird little dry ash catchers from Mav sitting over there. Actually, it's from another company, Mad Goat or something like that, Crazy Goat. Uh, Blueberry, right on. Yeah, I may be. I've got the. What was this? I forget what I said it was. Now said it at the beginning. Salmon belly. That was it. The last of that in that jar, and I got the Jurassic Kush in this jar. I have Dark Rainbows as one nighttime, and I have Legendary Fatso, which is the strain on the bag that I was. Now my YouTube froze. Have I been freezing up for you guys? Has it been glitchy today? Um, but anyway, the Legendary Fatso um was the one that I was kind of torturing. Left it out places where the sun would hit it. No Boveda pack, um, which I should have put the Boveda pack in there, but it is dry as a popcorn fart. But uh, left it out where the sun could get it. Didn't care about you know keeping it nice and pristine in the dark, cool spot like I do everything else. Um, so that THC would break down into CBN because I wanted to basically use it in coordination with the Dark Rainbow, which is I forget what Dark Rainbow clocks in at. Dark Rainbow strain. Hybrid made by crossing GMO. That's one of those garlic strains I was talking about earlier. I love. I actually have ZMO over here, but cross GMO with Rainbow Belts F1. Relaxing and giggly. Believed to be more than 25% THC and 1% CBG. Dominant terpene is caryophyllene. Expect a lot of funk with chemical pepper notes. Strain during episodes of eye pressure, hypertension. It is wonderfully relaxing. I do know that. Um, where I am. Hey, Mood. How you doing? I didn't know you had this nice of a page up. Damn. So THCA at 22.46. That's lower than I remember. Um, Oreos got. Yeah, this is not my mood. Huh. Oh, but they did have a nice terpene describer down at the bottom. Get back. Go. Come back to Papa. Yeah, whoa, hey, whoa, 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 whoa. So free 7 days a week. Uh-oh. Hold up. That's why I do it the way I do it. Okay. 404 area code. I don't know where that at. I don't want to give you my state. Go away. Where did that terpene identifier go? Oh, you're killing me. Bring it back. That was the interesting part. I don't care about this crap. What are cannabinoids? Yes. Oh well. Anyway, uh, yeah, I want to say it was around 25, 26%. And it was at Empire. So I can go check their info. They come up. Empire Collective, yes. That one. 31.07. Oh shit. Did not. did not think it was that high. I think it w I think it shook out somewhere in the middle between those 2, and that was the only one that was talking about empires. So, okay, anyway, but yeah, it is gassy, berry, funky, oof, but gliss once in a while, okay. Sure, it keeps coming off of live, so when I go back to YouTube, it's no longer live, or even if I'm still on YouTube, if I look over to the phone for something and then look back to YouTube, sometimes it's gone again. Just invented a weed infused laxative. It's called shits and giggles. I would be amazed. Well, not the shits and giggles name, but like a THC or some sort of cannabinoid infused laxative out there. Why not? Yeah, it actually looks like we're trying to get a little bit of some, the tiniest bit. Ooh, but drink of water. Mute y'all so I can give a proper cough. There it is. Okay. Come on. Take it off mute, yeah. Son of mm. See, Papa, this is where one of the reasons I'm a Kush guy instead of a Haze guy. Uh, I have never found a lemon haze that lived up to my expectations. They're okay. Lemon haze, one called the lemon tree. Anything that says lemon in it, I try. But lemon haze, I kept going back to it, and I'm like, oh, it's just not. When I was in Colorado, uh, both the Afghan Kush and the lemon Kush, and then I got an Afghan lemon Kush cart that was amazing as well. The lemon Kush tasted like pledge smells, man. It was amazing. Um, Nothing has compared to that, and I keep going back to that. So that's why I'm saying it doesn't suck or anything like that. That's all I'm saying. That lemon Kush was so fucking lemon, so ridiculous. You're like cartoonishly lemon. I want that, and apparently that's characteristic from the Afghan Kush, landrace strain. I'm not just like, but yeah, the lemon Kush, or the uh, God damn it, lemon haze. God damn it, there we go. Uh, Hazes just, but they tend to be more sativa, which is I'm more of an indica guy, um, but I go to the sativas for that bright flavor, and the lemons just have never measured back up to that original lemon Kush and the Afghan Kush that I got in Colorado. Even going back to those strains again were never quite that good, but they've always treated me better than the hazes. Like purple haze. I'm not a purple haze fan. Um, Trying to think of a haze that I am really a big fan of. But I've always kind of shaken out as if something has haze after it, I'll I'll put my nose on that first, and then still put it on the Kush. I mean, and then put it on the haze second. But man, anything lemon, even if it comes halfway to that Afghan Kush or lemon Kush. Oh, giggled and shit once. The older you get, the more it's going to happen. Uh, I wish I could get some of that lemon haze again from Colorado. And for those of you who love limonene terpene profiles, hand you a nug of that and just watch you go, holy balls. That was amazing. That's the way cherry pie. Somebody was talking about cherry pie earlier. A few of us were. Uh, Cherry pie, it doesn't taste or smell like cherry pie, but that smell and the flavor, especially The first couple times I got the strain, dense little nugs that they just explode with flavor and they're covered in crystals. The buzz doesn't do a whole lot for me, but smoking a bat or a bowl of that throughout the day, um, it just puts you in a better mood. And then something about the compounds in it also are uplifting and just awesome. You know, mixed berry. It was a Kush. See, I would definitely stick my nose on it. Think you'll have to reboot the tablet. Last thing you tried was Gorilla Glue, and that was about 6 years ago. Uh, have I think we're out of Gorilla Glue at the moment, but we'll occasionally pick up Gorilla Glue 4, my favorite version of Gorilla Glue. We'll pick it up when it comes through. It'll occasionally, in fact, I think the last time we were in there, it was the shake out strain was Gorilla Glue number 4. Off the lab again? Nope. Uh, but Gorilla Grease. I know we have that on the table right now. A great one called Super Silver Haze. See that one around a lot. Um, that's another one that's never. When I stick my nose on it, it just hasn't done it for me. It's got to pass the sniff test first. Otherwise, if um, it doesn't have enough terpenes, or it doesn't have a terpene profile that really strikes me as something I want to taste. I'll generally back off on it unless I think it's something one of the roommates would enjoy. Like I got the salmon belly because I thought one of the roommates would enjoy it. I love it personally. I love the flavor. It doesn't do a ton in terms of head change or anything like that, but it does a little bit for pain, and I think it tastes delicious. So pain management for your back, I would just take 4 hits and put it out. Yeah, that's why I use. Most of the time, I'm using this in the morning and daytime, a one hitter, and a strain that does a little bit for pain. That's exactly it, Brother Terry. That's what I do throughout the day is pain and, like I said, depression and anxiety if I'm going to be going out or I'm stressed out about something in life. Black garlic was the most potent smelling skunk strain. Oh, see, I haven't found a good skunk in quite a while. There's no hiding it. Oh, I got quick trying to highlight people's comments. Yeah, the one that I kind of latched onto before I started learning all the names and everything. We just called it B Town. Was a skunk strain, and yeah, you triple bagged it, put it in the trunk, had your AC on blast, and hoped that you didn't drive anywhere near a cop when you were going home with it. Gons, what's up, bro? Good afternoon. But yeah, you knew when somebody had it. French and some toast. French and some toast right now. Right on. My favorite of the morning sweet confectionaries, French toast. I have French toast, then probably waffles, then pancakes. Although you can put pecans in either pancakes or waffles, and I'm good with either one. Yeah, I go out and shoot squizzles on a day like that, guys. AK-47. It tends AK-47 and Gorilla Grease or Gorilla Glue are both ones that seem to go to seed really easily too. They don't, you got to be really strict with your light management and when you hit it with certain fertilizers and stuff. Being a going the frog on it. Let toast there, ho ho ho. Blueberry OG. That's what you got going on. I got some Jurassic Cook, and let me try and describe that funk. Bananas, granola, granola and pancakes. So yeah, mm, a variety of fruits with a healthy dose of gas, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Banana nut crunch cakes. That, yeah, hell's yeah. Yeah. Um, yeah, granola, pecans, or walnuts, or slivered almonds, or any type of nut, pretty much, and with some granola thrown into your pancakes. Yeah, there's a little place on the north side of Indy, um, called Three Sisters. It used to be in Broad Ripple, and I think they kind of moved out of their old place. I heard, but I don't know where they moved. I'm sure it's still on the north side, but I think they may have other locations too. Sorry about that, but I may never get the mute back off. Um, they had the best buckwheat granola pancakes. Oh my god! You could talk them into throwing some chocolate chips or other stuff in there too. Sometimes, depending on how busy they were. Um, had this thing called espresso eggs. They're basically like a steamed egg that they made in an espresso maker somehow. I don't know. I don't know. Think I want to know. Uh, Ginger in your. Ooh, that sounds really good and stuff Rich does. I always forget to involve ginger in my breakfast for some reason. I'll put ginger powder in my oatmeal, but that's more for health than it is for taste. But I always have a knob of ginger in the freezer in the fridge. Grab Lab Sherlock, right on. Yeah, Grab Lab's another affordable maker of glass smokeware. Um, had a couple pieces by them over the years. Yeah, I do. Had up Mav and Alien Flower Monkey AFM uh, links up earlier, guys. Which, by the way, since I'm here, oh, who else? DNA doesn't have one yet. Yeah. Todd, yeah. Hey, Shady, riches. Everybody getting riches up in this biatch. Need to make coffee and get some air. Right on. Yeah, I need to hop off here before long. My bladder's starting to kick a little bit. Oh, you looking at one of those? No, that's somebody else. Those flip over the ones that looks like a pill that it flips over and it has a little straw that comes out of the middle of it. I think that's made by somebody else. Was talking about that the other week. I forget. Those little fuckers are expensive too. They're like 500-600 bucks for the ones I'm talking about. They're on a stand, and the whole thing pivots over, and your water goes from one side to the other, and it looks cool, but not for the same price as a not the one you're getting. Okay, not as cool as like a volcano. I would rather have a volcano than that gravity bond personally, but it looks cool, but just not 500-600 bucks. I'm like, oh, fucking balls. Man, so much glass I could buy with that much money. Which is honestly the last. Oh, you don't have one, Papa? It is, in my opinion, the most pivotal piece of a smoking collection for anyone who smokes at home and can obviously have one. They're not a, you know, obviously got to have some place to put it. It's harder to have one in a dorm room or something like that, but let me go check that out, guys. Grav Labs, Gravity Bong. Yes, I'm over 21. Y'all kill me. Oh, okay. See, that I could live with. I don't exactly understand how it works all the way, but kind of a cool looking piece. Yeah, 80 to 100 bucks, depending on which size you get. Oh, they got some with different artwork and stuff too. Very cool. See, give the people something new, something creative, at least a new way of doing something, that already exists. Dig it. See? Here's an idea. Here's $1 million idea for somebody. Uh, Stanley or Tokes or somebody like that who makes one of the integrated boil and French press type things. Why not make an attachment for that that also makes it into a gravity bomb? So you can just take like one more thing that nests into all of this and make you a cup of coffee and clear everything out of the thing, fill it back up with a little bit of water, and give yourself a nice rip. Can't go without you, but yeah, I feel naked without a ball. Even though I went for quite a while after I moved up here without digging it out, and using it on the regular. Have a pipe, a tiny dab rig, and wraps. 3 boxes away. I got together. She took the 3 kid up. Yeah, yeah, you can't have. I'm not a big fan. Like, uh, yeah, I'm just not a big fan of having it uh, out around kids. So if you have a someplace you can put it to keep it away from them, cool, and you can enjoy without being around it. That's one thing. But otherwise, you did the right thing, man. Bubbling over Bing. See, that's why I kind of like this in between. I'm a big fan of this sort of in between size. I've got the bigger trilogy Swiss that looks like a liter and a half bottle of tequila or something. Um, but yeah, a nice hand bubbler or a small, basically a small version of this. What I those, but yeah, I had out earlier. I guess it's still on top. This is the only bubbler I have right now. This is a handmade custom piece. Forget the artist's name up in North Carolina, but has a what they call an infinity marble or a galaxy marble up front, and his wicked ass eye. Look into my eye. Yeah, when this came in, it sat there for like 2 weeks, and I'd been eyeballing it the whole time. Pun intended. Uh, and my buddy Charlie, who owned the shop, eventually, I'd just started. I hadn't been working there for him very long. Uh, so I said, "What kind of deal you make me on that bub?" But if anyone enjoyed their windfall, oh, I bet five, a 5 footer. That's insane. That would take me like 4 breaths. Two, two to draw the hit, and then two to pull the hit to clear it. Not using it a ton yet, Crispy. The proto rocket I really got for outside. So until some of this thaws off and I can get back out there, if the snow thaws off and it'll refreeze for me, we'll be out there sooner rather than later. But yeah, it's back there. I think I need to hit it. I need to clean it all again and have it ready for when we go outside. But got a little pouch that it goes in, and a couple of these little grab-a-gram containers from my dispo. They're freebies when they get low on something and they're like, we got an eighth left. Let's bust it into a couple of grab-a-grams, and then they give them away uh, for a penny. You can't give weed away apparently. But yeah, the prototype, it hits a nice. It's not the best tasting thing in the world, which is why it's not a go-to here in the house. But it'll get put into regular rotation when I'm back outside again. That was the main reason I got it. Was I think it's going to be the perfect thing for while I'm out there wandering around. I can take the hold up. Let me grab these little pouches. Oh, let me beat up my camera while I'm back here. Oh, hey, there's some weed. What we got there? My dark rainbow. Yeah, my dark rainbow. There we go. So, got a little hippie pouch. It's just a top loader. So, grab grab a clean pipe because it'll have actually I left it over there. I should have grabbed it at the same time. There's a plastic bag that is top loaded. One of them. Go ahead and grab some nothing. I'm not sitting here. I'll use this. So take the pipe, put it in plastic bag. It's clean, so I'm not going to put it in the plastic bag because plastic bag is not clean. And then my straight spoons will fit in here nicely, but it goes in this little padded pouch. And like I said, the straight spoon fits right here, and then you could put one of these over here. Even stick a lighter down in there with it, and then throw it in the top of my bib overalls or in a back pocket or something. Head out into the woods or out into the field to saw up some wood to do whatever. Um, and it's been a glass pipe so far, uh, but now I'll put the prototype in a bag in here and wander out there with it. And I have to worry about. And now with the prototype, I don't have to worry about cushioning so much. So it may end up being just the prototype in a baggie like this. So if any of the goo escapes or anything, my bibs don't smell like nasty bong goo. Bong and frat house remodel along. That's why I was getting it confused. I thought Papa had found it in the frat house, and he was the one who gave them to the frat house, and you were the one who found it in a frat house. Oh, you did 40-gallon train full of empty whippets. Damn. Um, had the prototype for about yeah. I had friends who had it for many many years, and that's why I was like, I thought about it. I was like, that's the perfect thing for out there because even with this cheap glass, gonna, I put a bunch of it in my drawer back behind me back there. With a bunch of the cheap glass, I was hoping I had at least one or two sitting around close by. Uh, I feel like this was almost inadequate sometimes for what I was doing out there, and so then I went and found its big brother. So these are waterproof, quote unquote, smell proof. Don't believe it. Zippers, which are just inverted YKK zippers. And then this one has a lock on it, so you can pull the two zippers to the middle and put them in those little slots and lock it. Whatever. But it's like Carhartt material, so it's not quite as thickly padded. It's just more durable. So I'm like, well, between these two, um, it's made by a company called Smokezilla. It's actually back in my home county. I found out after I bought these things. But you can put them in this little guy, and then put them in this little guy, and then it becomes a giant pain in the ass to get out and fuck with while you're out in the field. I found out. So, so yeah. So having the prototype just in a plastic bag, and then put it in the plastic bag, and at that point I can probably fit both of these in there because that prototype is much more compact than the glass pipe, or just taking the prototype and filling up that little vial, which I've already figured out I don't like fucking with. If it weren't required to hold the little poker in there, which opens up another hole into the ash chamber where you pull smoke through, I would take it off. I would take them both off and just run the prototype itself. But you got to have all that stuff on there. Not quite like a wax canvas gun. It is. Um, I'll bring out my SCA nerd. This is a coarse canvas. A very. It is just like a Carhartt material. It's not waxed. You could wax it, but the inside has a mesh on it, so so you can. It's just a little bit of extra padding and maybe ventilation help it keep clean, drier maybe. I don't know. Don't know why they made the choices they did. It was just another pouch with thing that I could put onto a carabiner and just attach to my belt, or if I'm going to be out in the woods, I could hang it over the handle of like the Echo 5, and it just hang right on my knife, stuff like that. So put it on a pack strap, uh, hang it off of my backpack somewhere, anything like that. It was just an easy way to get it around without having to put it in a pocket or something. Because if I'm going out to record, I run out of pockets really quick with small battery packs and phones and um, the earbuds and lab mic and all that shit. It just, whew. Yeah, yeah. I don't trust anything to be smell proof. I've got plastic bags that are brand calls them smelly proof. I'm like, don't believe you. So, so yeah, the prototype will be primarily an outdoor pipe for when I'm working around here, going camping, something like that, so I don't have to take glass. But yeah, it's been smoked a little bit, just trying to get used to it, and trying to get past the flavor of the brass. Even though I cleaned it out, ran alcohol through it, um, pipe cleaners and Q-tips and everything I could get anywhere on it, before I smoked it the first time. Uh, it's got that metallic flavor that when I clean because I have stainless steel one hitters that I use on most days. I just don't use pipe cleaners and alcohol to clean them all the way down to the metal most of the time, because then you have to deal with that flavor again for the first bat or two. And I don't like it. So, man, off of live again. But anyway, let me get out of here and get let Gerbs get on to his live, and let y'all get going to your day. Holy crap, 2.5 hours. But thank y'all for hanging out, man. Um, I'm gonna wrap up this binger right quick, and you guys can head out. But I appreciate y'all being here. hanging out with me for another session. Brother Donnie, appreciate him being here. Be a regular fixture on our Sunday sessions. Brother Jerb, if you want to jump in here some Sunday and sesh with us or something, we can start you off here and then raid people out over to your live stuff like that. But let me know if any of you other guys, even if you're not a content creator, you want to jump up for a sesh on camera, you're welcome. And all we do is sit here and smoke bullshit. But I certainly hope y'all have a lifted Sunday, a great week ahead. Only burn the best, only vape the best, only drink the best, and have the best of days. So relax, and if you, me too, Papa. It's a little hectic between them, but I'll get it down, and it'll flow a lot smoother sometime soon. Um, we'll figure it out, but I'll keep working on it. But yeah, I am enjoying it as well. 100% in for life. Right on, Jerbs. I'll get you up here. I'll send you the link as well next time. So yeah, we'll get like I said, Brother Donnie's up any Sunday he's around. So we'll get him, get you, Gons, anybody else, BNA, anybody who wants to. You can I have some in the other room, Papa. I have ATF right next right outside my door. It's around here every now and then. If I shouldn't say I should say I can get it for you. You're states away. There's no fucking way I'm doing that. But if you wanted me to try and locate somebody growing it for plant purposes, if you wanted to relocate to Michigan, yeah, that's it. If you're thinking about relocating to Michigan, I will talk to some growers and see if I can find clones or something. Man, this is I still don't like talking about some things on this thing, man. Thank you, brother Jerbs. But yeah, there was some around a while back, and had never had it before, so I picked it up. But yeah, ATF. If you didn't know, there are multiple species of cannabis, not just cannabis sativa and cannabis indica. There's the other main one that you will run into is involved in ATF, Alaskan Thunderfuck, which is called Cannabis ruderalis. It's not one you see very often, and I never knew until I picked up that strain that it had been brought into mainstream cannabis culture. I thought it was probably going to be used more for hemp or something. So, but yeah, we'll. It's an extinct strain. Okay, well, there's something called ATF, Alaskan Thunderfuck. I just abbreviate it around here. So, and I read the article on it when we were looking up, trying to figure out the lineage on it, and yeah, an unknown cannabis ruderalis strain. So I was like, really? I had never ever seen that before. So probably why it probably got bred out. And as soon as you breed away from the ruderalis characteristics, everything about that strain's going to change. I would think, just according to tinkering with peppers and other plants in my past. But anyway, peace, y'all. Have a wonderful Sunday. I'm going to let you out of here before I keep babbling. But I will check out that article, Papa. Thank you. And the rest of y'all, have an awesome Sunday. Till I see you again, take care of yourselves.